Lung diseases affect 1 in 5 people in the UK, with 12.7 million people suffering from chronic respiratory illnesses like asthma and COPD, and account for more than 700,000 hospital admissions each year, putting enormous pressure on the NHS and costing £11 billion annually. Poor respiratory health outcomes are strongly linked to social and environmental risk factors, such as smoking, pollution, and damp, mouldy or overcrowded accommodation, which have been further exacerbated by COVID-19. BIOREME is a network of clinicians, mathematicians, data scientists, imaging experts, biologists, and engineers, working together to address problems in respiratory disease. The challenge is to combine masses of data from medical tests, involving lung imaging and breath sensing technologies, in a meaningful and accessible way to improve patient outcomes. BIOREME is building new collaborations to use data-driven biophysical modelling to address these challenges with the potential for real impact on patients. These approaches involve a combination of sophisticated mathematical and statistical methods, running on powerful computers that mimic the biological and mechanical processes that occur throughout the lung. Multi-scale models are needed to synthesize knowledge of biophysical processes at organ, airway, tissue, and subcellular scales. Data captured from different lung tests and collected from thousands of patients can be combined with biophysical models. We've identified 4 key areas where this can have a real impact: treatment delivery and clinical trial design, early detection of lung disease, understanding COVID and long COVID, and predicting the impact of environmental factors. We can incorporate biophysical modelling into the clinical trial design process. For example, a pharmaceutical aerosol dose works as predicted in a lab, but how can we predict how much of the drug will reach individual airways? Will it reach the most needed parts? Modelling allows us to test different breathing techniques to improve the chances of it working, providing better understanding and prediction of patient responses to treatment. We can use biophysical modelling to develop more sensitive and precise clinical lung function measurement for the early detection and monitoring of lung disease. Data from multiple different tests can be combined with a mathematical model to help with the diagnosis and improve patient outcomes. Biophysical modelling can also help us understand long COVID. People suffering from a broad range of symptoms after COVID continue to seek medical help. Modelling and imaging data will play an important role in understanding the myriad of possible disease mechanisms underlying long COVID, such as persistence of the virus in the body, inflammation, and microclots. Mathematical models aid in understanding how airborne particles impact lung health. Particles in the air, such as pollen or exhaust emissions, get inhaled and can deposit inside the lung, with some cleared by mucus. Repeat exposure can cause chronic inflammation and damage. Mathematical models can quantify exposure, simulate lung defences, and uncover disease mechanisms, aiding in early damage detection to inform better treatment and risk assessment to inform better policy. BIOREME will catalyse research in the applications of modelling lung health and respiratory medicine.